everybody. It's Friday morning here, I guess, about the 5th of August. And this video is going to be all about the old 5000 Case IH swather. This is what we used to cut hay with. In fact, we had a 4000 tractor unit on here at one time with this header. But then the old 4000, the hydrostat, wore out, so it was time to upgrade. So we kind of like these old swathers. I think that's about the only thing Case IH ever made that was any good. Haha. Notice I'm a John Deere guy. But they make a nice swather. We always love this unit for cutting hay. As you can see, we cut prairie hay with it. Makes a nice job, but we have to go. We don't use the Case IH knife system. We use the honeybee / Schumacher knife system, where it's kind of a poor example here. Actually, Dad broke the knife here yesterday. I think the knife is wearing down. Sometimes single knife drive, and then when it starts jamming up, I guess. And this is an old knife too, so it's probably getting weak. The bar on the knife is probably getting pretty weak, so it snapped it yesterday. But generally, when it's running in good shape, she does a real nice job at cutting hay, as you can see. And with this old rig, the old 4000 that we had before, the tractor unit, was a 77 model. And as you can see here, we have the offset header. The early swathers had the offset headers for the weight balance. The newer ones, they changed things up a little bit to make it center delivery, because I guess people wanted center delivery naturally. But we like this offset header because we could, if we put the two short sides together like we've done here, the long sides up against the fence, the short sides over this way, put the two short sides together, and with our 14-wheel rake we can lump both sides together, and we have a 48-foot swath to put through the baler. And I'll tell you, you can make good time haying like that, especially on this prairie hay. This swather works real good in this kind of hay, the lighter crops, shorter crops, heavy alfalfas and that. Yeah, well, that's, we use the 16-foot hay bine. We've been there and done that. We've tried it with the old 24-foot, and that was just too much. Just too much. Takes too much time to dry, and it just doesn't work. So we keep these old rigs around. We got another one on a 20-foot header. I'll show you that in another video. There's another little story attached to that one. But so yeah, we've kind of MacGyvered this together. We kind of wanted a diesel engine because the old 4000s were good swathers, but Jesus, they'd suck a lot of fuel, 4.5 gallons an hour in gas. Didn't make it very economical after a while, so we always was looking for a diesel, and we found this one. It had the center delivery header, so we swapped headers. It's got big tires for good flotation for the swampy ground. It even has duals on the back. It looks like they were manufactured in a shop somewhere. I thought they were factory, but it looks like there was some paint on it, so I'm thinking somebody must have built it. But I'll tell you, this is a nice rig now that we got her set up for this. I'll show you in another clip there from the other night when I was cutting over in that other field north here, how good it cuts. The only thing is, you gotta watch, well, also kind of jumping ahead or behind myself here, forgot about this. We actually crimped the hay that goes in through this swather too. There's the crimper. And that's why if you're trying to put too big a swath through, yeah, it gets to be a challenge. That's the only downfall with this. I wish it had a little more crimper capacity. But it fluffs it up nice. As long as you don't have to try to torque too big a swath through, it works out real good. So I'll show you on another clip that I did. Like I said, I'll show you on another clip we did the other night, and how it cuts. Noisy. But here's kind of what this rig can do. This is a little high spot here, a ridge here, about 25 acres. It kind of we hay it once in about 5 years, once in a while, every 5 years or so, when we don't need the pasture. Kind of north of that little field that we did here the other night, Baling, as you can see, just a little further north, and we cut a little bit in that pasture, a little more in that pasture on the other side of the bunker holes. Well, that's kind of a, as you can see, the two narrow swaths go together, and then we'll rake them together and make good time with the baler. Well, it's Saturday. Looks like these swaths here at this north little paddock here, where we cut with the 24 foot, it looks like it's maybe ready to go. I'm going to do the outside rounds here, see what we can do, and just going to show you what we used to rake with. We got a Heston 14-wheel V-rake, and I'll show you how we adjust it for the widths of swaths. Yeah, it's this pin and spring system here, and you see the holes, and you stretch it all the way out to here, and then this slides up to here to where you need to be. It's set at the maximum width that you can go. For the 16-foot swaths, it's about third hole from the front. 24-foot all the way. So let's just give those of you that don't know what a Heston rake does. This thing is about 20 years old, I think. Had it for quite a while. It stood up pretty good. We got the caster wheels, they're not caster, walking axles on the back. It sure floats around nice. It's been a good old rake. So I'll just show you how we do it on the 24-foot swath. Well, there's what she looks like when she's stretched to the max. Just like that. And away we go. Off in the 4450 power shift. The other power shift. We got two of these tractors with power shift transmissions. Sure nice to be. Just clicker and gear, you don't even have to use the clutch. Run her about 10th gear. About 3.5 miles an hour. And we're rocking and rolling. I don't worry about going 10 miles an hour in the field because, as you can see, it's probably bumpy enough as it is. So no sense wrecking stuff. But there's what she does. I can drive straight. Like she's mostly dry. Looks like there's a little bit of green in these lower spots, so probably not going to bale it right away. We'll see. Give it a couple hours and check it again. Well, it's about an hour or so later. I just decided to do the whole field. It's only 25 acres. It didn't take that long to do. I think what I'll probably do is just come back with the baler and kind of pick and choose where it's dry, and some of these low spots, well, there's a slough there. I didn't even bother raking it together. It's fairly green and it would be really heavy to pull together. Make a pretty big swath. As you can see, these are pretty decent swaths as they are. Take good time with the baler. Won't take too long to bale it. Now here's one of the heavier double rake swaths. I can for you. Not so much. Better luck here. Going about just a little over 3 miles an hour. That's a little bit off. That's 62 inches. I'll show you how this works. 1/4 long. Good old net wrap. 2 wraps is what I put on. For hay, 3 for straw. Almost lost you there, sorry. I'll put you in a different angle. Well, we got her done. About 43 bales in that field. And then this little patch here, there we had about 8 bales or so. There's one over there by itself. So yeah, we thought we did pretty good for only an hour and a little bit of baling. And raking too, I guess. And yeah, that's why we like to keep that old swather around on these kind of fields here where it's a little on the shorter side and can justify a little bigger swath. It's kind of nice rolling up a 48-foot swath and still go the same speed as you would with a 32-foot. So I think that's it. We're gonna, pardon me, tongue's getting tied. I think that's all we're going to do for now. Comment, like, subscribe. Anything you want to see what we do, feel free to put that in the comment section too. Have a good one. Bye for now.